What's up, my peeps? My peepettes? What's happening? What's happening? What's up? So, today on YouTube and with Jess, I haven't actually got a slang or something catchy for my YouTube. Someone said snapping with Jess, but this isn't my snap. No, that's actually my Snapchat name. Well, someone told me something to you. Oh, Wanda Rants. Wanda Rants. That should be my intro. I mean, the Wanda Rant is something one of my homies came up with because I guess my stuff ends up sparking arguments with people and their significant others, or they start getting questioned. And then they'd be like, like, where's Waldo? They'd be like, there's like a where's Wanda? And then my homie was like, get lost like Wanda with your rants and your videos. You're starting shit in my atmosphere. But it ain't shit. It's real talk. It's like some good advice. Just they ain't used to being questioned and put in the hot chair. Anyways, so today, I was thinking about this when I was at work. And what I was thinking about was how I before, old Jessica, past Jessica, I used to be like so confined in like my everyday life. My like routine was just like work, same amount of friends, doing the same thing, stuff like that. And I remember there's this one time I had just got out of a relationship, and one of my coworkers, shout out to Chelsea Fox, because ever since then, like, I broke out of my shell. Like, the advice that she gave me, I had to be like the beginning transformation of, who it is I am today. And a couple of things that she put me onto was, she said, I wanted to do, I didn't wear lipstick before, but I always I wanted to try it, or I thought like the colors are really pretty, but I never wanted to put them on. Like I never wanted to buy them because I was like, I don't know if I look good. And she told me, and it's stuck with me ever since. She said, how would you know if it looks good on you if you never tried it? And it was so right. Like, I sat there like, damn, that's some truth right there. Like, how would I know if I could pull off a look if I've never tried it? Like, how would I know if black lipstick looks good on me, or like red lipstick? Like, whatever be the case, like, I wouldn't know until I try it. And so I would, and whatever commentary I got from people, I would take it either up the ass, or I'll be like, okay, cool. Someone thinks it looks good on me. Like, I get good compliments or I get bad compliments. Whatever case may be, at least I've done it. You know what I mean? The other thing that she put me onto was I didn't have a lot of friends back then. I was like this really quiet person, like always in a relationship, and I was like I secluded myself from people. And at a time in my life, I didn't have anybody to talk to about my problems or whatever I was going through. I didn't have girlfriends or anything like that. I mean, no, I take that back. I love you, my boo things, Sylvia and Vanessa. Scratch that. I did have girlfriends. But I didn't have anybody else to talk to or socialize or go out or whatever. And she was like, why don't you say yes to like hanging out with people? Or like, how come you haven't ventured out and, like kind of like put yourself out there to get to know people? And I was like, you know what? You're right. I am like this natural friendly person, and it only takes a little bit of time for like someone to break me in for me to be like, okay, let's be friends and stuff like that. So it didn't take me that hard to like get along with somebody or whatever. And she was like, you're missing out on good experiences because you say no, or because you have doubt or uncertainty or whatever, when you could have had like a good time or gone on all these adventures and everything had you said yes. She was like, if it was me, I would say yes to going on a date. I would say yes to hanging out with friends or meeting somebody new, only because that yes is going to bring you great moments in your life or great memories, and like kind of like build your personality or your character and stuff like that. And I was just like, that's also true too. And like when she told me that, she was like, just say yes to like an opportunity. Like you could be riding in a fancy car for the very first time in your life, had someone invited you like to test drive a car or something, and like if I said no, I wouldn't know what that car experience was like or whatever. But I ended up making this social media app to like get to know people. It was like a dating app, but I just did it just like for shits and gigs. And I happened to meet a guy who became my best friend. Like, he lives like in LA, but we are like on several years of like this great friendship, and he's like the closest guy friend I have. Like, he knows everything about my life. We talk about everything. Had I not listened to the advice that she gave me, or if I had not applied that to my life, I never would have met him. and still been friends with him till this day. Like, one person out of all those perverts in that whole app, and I met one great person, like, that was well worth it. Like, this is just like a video just to like build your confidence and say yes, or go do something that's different for a change, or like challenge yourself. I don't know where I heard it, but it's not based off of like whether it's true or not. It's just like the positive message in it. I read it somewhere. It says, challenge yourself every day to do something you've never done, or like don't live in fear. And one of those challenges is do something in the opposite way. If you eat cereal with your right hand, eat cereal with your left hand. So like you're challenging your brain, or I think they say that you develop new brain cells every time you do something different, or you make your mind or your body do something in a different way that it's like naturally used to some other form. Like, if that makes sense, like, just challenge yourself in a way that like you've never challenged yourself before. Go do something different. Like, whatever you'll say no to, say yes to. Like, yes, man. He went on all those adventures and stuff and experiences in that movie, the Jim Carrey movie, and he lived in the most exciting life that he never thought that he'd be possible. It's kind of like that. Like you have one life. So with the one life you have, why would you want to spend that one life doing the same thing over and over and over again until it is that you're 6 feet under? Like, I mean, some people, maybe that's the life for them, but how much do you know of yourself if you do not venture out and discover what you are capable of doing? I'm gonna leave it at that. So if it is that you feel like, oh, I don't like to talk to people because I don't know what they're gonna think about me, like, fuck all that. Like, what's the worst thing that could happen other than, you know, you guys not being friends or whatever? Like, this is another one. So I had met somebody and they told me that they have problems with approaching women. Like, what was the problem with approaching somebody? Like, you know nothing about them, so it shouldn't be that hard. Like, the worst thing that could happen to you is they reject you, or they don't want to talk to you back. Like, it wasn't a rejection that they were worried about. They just didn't know about the approach, or like, you know, how they would respond. But you don't know how someone will respond to you until it is that you approach them. Like, this girl could look like she's stuck up, but she could have a big heart, and she could be like the most kind person that you've ever met. You just wouldn't know because you didn't say hi to her. You didn't say, how's your night going, or can I get you a drink, or something like that. Like, it's like, it's not taking risks. It's just being vulnerable. There you go. That's the word. Making yourself vulnerable to possibilities, or to like situations or opportunities. There you go. Make yourself vulnerable to opportunities, because you never know where in life that will take you, or how in life that will transform you to, you know, transform you into someone like you're breaking yourself out of your shell. Like, just loosen up. You know what I'm saying? Just did my SpongeBob dance. You can go like this in the SpongeBob dance. Yeah, anyways, I like SpongeBob. But yeah, you can meet some great people out there, and you can learn a whole lot about yourself. Like, the moment you open up and you're kind of like, yeah, today I'm going to do something different. Today I'm just going to switch it up. But yeah, shouts out to the people they, like, you know, transformed me to this day. Like, Drea, Bella. Like, I know all these people from out of the area. They don't even live in my area. Manny, Earth to Nicole. These are their like Snapchat names, or like their Instagram names. Ronnie. Who else do I know? Like, there's like so many people I'm thankful to have met. Luke. Who else? There's so many, I can't name all of them. Like, even my family themselves, like, they accept me for who I am and in all my weird ways. And we get along so well. You know, like, our vibes just... Oh, Anna, Life with Anna, she's another one too. She's a real one. There's like, all these people are just so great, and they have so many different personalities and characteristics, and their personality is vibe off of my personality, and we get along like they do. There's like those invites, and the things that they do are different compared to the things that I do, but I get to experience it with great people instead of being locked up in these four walls of this room and not talking to anybody or socializing with anybody. Put yourself out there is what I'm saying. Put yourself out there and find out how much it is that you're capable of, and transform yourself to the most beautiful person that you can possibly be, or that you already are. But be like try to find out what your skill in life is, or how many skills it is that you can have, talents, like whatever it may be. Go out there and do it.